Hello, everyone. I welcome you all to this online lecture on adjectives and adverbs. Today, I'll be introducing you to what is an adjective, what are the types of adjectives, and where we should use an adjective. And then I'll move on to introduce you to adverbs and its types in this online lecture. So, to start with, what is an adjective? An adjective is a word that describes or qualifies or modifies a noun or a pronoun. And an adjective is either used before a noun or it is used after a verb. Look at these sentences. Raj is a brilliant student. Here in this sentence, brilliant is the adjective and student is the noun. So this adjective brilliant, it describes about the noun student. And the next sentence, it was a bright day. So the adjective is bright and the noun is day. So the adjective bright modifies. It describes about how was the day. The day was so bright. And he is a brave boy. So brave is the adjective here, and boy is the noun here, and the adjective brave describes about the boy, which is the noun in this sentence. So see, there is a similarity in these all these three sentences, and that is see the adjective comes before the noun. So if an adjective is placed before a noun, it qualifies the noun directly. So look at these sentences. In the following sentences, the adjective is not placed before a noun, but after a verb. So if an adjective is placed after a verb, that means that the adjective describes or qualifies the noun indirectly. Let us look at a few examples. Ram is handsome. So obviously here, handsome is an adjective and it describes the noun Ram. So here, Ram is the subject, this is the verb, and handsome is the adjective. And the adjective comes after the verb is. And look at the next one. He seems strange. So strange is the adjective in the sentence, and that describes the pronoun he. Okay, and it comes after the verb seems. Okay, and the next example is the response was quick. So here in this sentence, quick is the adjective, and it qualifies, it describes about the noun here, that is the response. Be careful on Friday the 13th. So careful is the adjective in the sentence and it describes the implied pronoun, that is you. So use of adjective, when with what kind of verbs we can use adjectives? So we can use adjectives with sense verbs. Sense verbs are verbs that denotes certain senses of us. For instance, look, feel, taste, smell, all sound, all these denotes one of our human senses. So those kind of words are called sense verbs. We'll see a few examples. It tastes bad, and here the verb is taste, and it is a sense verb, and bad is the adjective, and the bad describes about the pronoun it. He looks angry. So how does he look? He looks angry. And here looks is again a sense verb, and here angry is the adjective, and it denotes, qualifies, describes the pronoun he. And next we can use adjectives after linking verb. So linking verbs are verbs that links the subject with the adjective. For example, become, remain, appear, seem, all these are linking verbs. He seems angry. They remain poor. So poor is the adjective and it is linked by remain. Uh, I mean the subject they is linked to the adjective poor with the linking verb remain. And there are certain types of adjective that you should know. So four major important types of adjectives are descriptive or qualitative adjectives and quantitative adjectives. The third type is numeral adjective and the fourth type is possessive adjective. So what are descriptive or qualitative adjectives? So the adjectives that show the quality, kind or condition of the nouns they qualify is called as are called as qualitative adjectives. Look at these examples, these sentences. Look at the first sentence. Bharat is a good athlete. So here, good is the adjective and denotes the describes the noun athlete. So and which ultimately describes the subject Bharat. So Bharat is a good athlete. Okay, he's not a occasional athlete or normal athlete. He's a good athlete. The sky is blue. The sky looks blue. So here the adjective blue it is descriptive, describes about the sky. It describes the quality of the sky. The sky looks blue. So it is a qualitative adjective. He is a German sailor. So from where the sailor comes from, which is his country of origin, which is his country, that is Germany. Okay, so he's here. This adjective German it describes about the sailor where he comes from. Okay, and the next type of adjectives are quantitative adjectives. So what are quantitative adjectives? The adjectives that show the quantity or how much of a thing is meant in a sentence. Those are called as quantitative adjectives. Look at the examples. He drank a little water. A little water. So here in this sentence we find how much amount of water is drank by that person, by him. So a little water, that is, he drank a little water. I could not get any sugar. We don't have much time. So a little, any, much, all these are called as quantitative adjectives because they show a certain quantity or how much of a thing is meant in the sentence. And the third type of adjectives are numeral adjectives. So numeral adjectives are adjectives that shows how many persons or things are meant. That basically that shows the numbers. So look at the examples. There are 50 students in the class. So here, 50 is the adjective and student is the noun. And the adjective qualifies the noun, describes about the noun. And how many students are there in the class? There are 50 students. So here, the adjective denotes a number, that is 50. I want some more books. Okay, I want a certain amount of books. So again here it denotes a number. So that is again a numeral adjective. We don't have much time. Only a few people came to the meeting. How many people came to? Only a few. So this again denotes a certain number. So it is a quantitative. It is a numeral adjective. And the fourth type of adjective that you should know is possessive adjective. And see, the, my, your, his, her, it's, their, all these are possessive adjective. And possessive adjectives are adjectives that shows or denote possession. Okay, this is my car. That means the car belongs to me. So here the adjective is my and it qualifies the car. Okay, this is my car. That is your book. That book belongs to you. So my and your here in these sentences they denote possession. Okay, and now coming into adverb, what is an adverb? So an adverb is a word that describes, modifies, or intensifies not just a verb alone. Okay, it intensifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. That is what we call as an adverb. So adverb is a word that qualifies, describes, modifies either an a verb or an adjective or another adverb. And mostly adverbs are formed with the addition of ly suffix to an existing adjective. Look at these sentences. We'll see a few examples. He behaves strangely. Strangely, obviously, is an adverb. Is the is the adverb in this sentence that describes the verb. Strangely, he behaves. How does he behave? He behaves strangely. So here, the adverb strangely, it describes about the verb behave or behaves. Uh, they responded extremely quickly. So extremely is the adjective here, and it intensifies the adverb quickly. How was their response? Their response was quick. Okay, they responded quickly, and when extremely, the adverb extremely is added, it intensifies the already given adverb quickly. Be particularly careful on Friday the 13th. Particularly is an adverb, is the adverb in the sentence, and it describes, see, here it describes the adjective careful. So be careful, particularly careful on Friday the 13th. So an adverb is a word that describes or modifies or intensifies either a verb or an adjective or an another adverb. Okay. So when should we use an adverb? We can use an adverb with action verbs and with sense verbs. As we use for adjectives, we can use sense verb with adverb too. So first we'll see this. We can use adverbs with the action verbs like swing, swear, blast, beware, blink, swat. And sense verb, I have already gave you the definition of sense verb that denotes senses. Look, feel, taste, smell. You can use adverbs with the sense verbs too. And now, see, there is now you have to be very careful that see you can use adjectives with the uh, uh, sense verbs as well as you can use adverbs with the sense verb. Knowing the difference between adjective and adverb seems fairly simple when you know what the word is intended to modify. But be careful, a sense verb might signal either an adjective or an adverb. That is, you can use both an adjective or an adverb with the sense verb. Sense verb. Look at these sentences. Greg looked sympathetic. So here, sympathetic is an adjective. Okay. How does Greg look? So Greg looked sympathetic. Okay. Looked is the sense verb here, and sympathetic is the adjective here. But look at the next sentence. Greg looked sympathetically at the mourners. So here, sympathetically is describing the verb looked. So and but here sympathetically is an adverb. So you shouldn't get confused. So we use both adjectives and adverbs with the sense verbs. And there are a few things. So we'll see a few more examples. She looked cold. So she looked cold. Looked is the sense verb. Cold is the adjective in the sentence that denotes the uh, pronoun she in the sentence. And here, look at this sentence. She looked coldly at the heckler. So here, coldly is an adverb, and that comes with the sense verb looked, and coldly denotes the pronoun she. So coldly is an adverb that describes about the pronoun she. I felt sick. Okay, sick is an adjective here. Felt is a sense verb. I felt carefully for the switch. Okay. So here carefully is an adverb, and that denotes a sense verb that is felt. Okay. So these are other examples. Your homemade ice cream tastes delicious. I will gladly taste your homemade ice cream. Okay. Her perfume smell floral. My dog enthusiastically smells everything he finds in the park. That country song sounded depressing. The alarm sounded loudly to warn us to leave the building. So so you can use both uh, adjectives and adverbs with the since verbs. And see, you should be careful, really careful with words that look alike, that seems to be a kind of look alike. Real and really are two different words. Real is an adjective, really is an adverb. People often confuse the meanings of real and really. For instance, the admiral has real charm. He has a genuine charm. Okay, here real is an adjective. Okay, look at the next line. He is really charismatic. That is, he is very charismatic. So here really is an adverb that qualifies that describes the pronoun he. Okay, and also people also confuse the meaning of sure and surely. I'm sure the food will taste good. Here, sure is an adjective, and here it means the certainty of the pronoun, okay, of the person. So, sure here is an adjective. Uh, and look at this sentence: the food surely smells good. Surely, that here surely means certainly, and it is an adverb, okay, and that describes the verb smells. So this is all about adverbs. So in this online lecture, we have seen what is an adjective, what are the different types of adjectives, and where we should use an adjective. And then we saw what is an adverb, where we should use an adverb. So thank you all. I'll meet you in the next online lecture video. Thank you so much.